Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all well. Well, we're on the pulse here, obviously, with Silky. We've got the Doom. She let us down yesterday, but she's fucking come right back here. She's absolutely come right back and fucked us every day of the week here with Ultimate Doom. Leviathan is on the move. So this is the area where Leviathan is. Again, Drake's Passage. Drake means dragon in Old English. And we mentioned here is Leviathan in another video. Well, he's moving. He's absolutely moving now. We've got a 7 earthquake here. The ice is melting. Leviathan is waking up here. These are the scenes. It's Ultimate Doom. The fucking Leviathan is upon us. Well, not quite yet, but he's moving. He's absolutely moving now. So yeah, that's the scenes. That's the scenes. Drake Passage, Leviathan on the move. And Silky, I mean, the video's called "Something is Moving Beneath the Ice." Yeah, it's Leviathan, Silky. I don't know. You need to keep up to date here. She's behind the times here. Seven earthquake. Oh, that's Shetland Islands. I mentioned they're going to the Shetland Islands. So that's that fucked as well now. Even the Shetland Islands are finished here. So yeah. Something is moving beneath the ice. Well, it's Leviathan, fucking Silky here. We've been through this. We mentioned this a while ago. So, yeah, when the fucking Leviathan wakes up, then we're all fucked. Yeah, Antarctica just moved. Well, it wasn't Antarctica, it was Leviathan. Again, I made a video on this. Drake Passage, Leviathan, roughest sea area in the world. Drake means dragon. There looks like there's a massive fucking dragon there. Yeah, he's moving. He's absolutely moving now. Hold on, I'll take you to Google Earth. Let's have a good look at this. So here we are on Earth, the globe. Debatable whether it's a globe to a lot of people, the flat earthers. I'm not particularly on board with the flat earth, as I've mentioned there. I have reasons. So here's Drake Passage anyway. Here's Leviathan and fucking rearing his massive head here, the likes of which you've never seen. I mean, the size of Leviathan is pretty much the size of the world. I mean, maybe that's Mother Earth. Maybe the full Earth is Leviathan here. I mean, this all sounds mental, obviously. I'm kind of putting it in a comedy light. If you go and watch Mud Fossil University on YouTube, you'll start to maybe somehow grasp how this could be Leviathan, I think. So, we've seen the video I made anyway. All the islands here on the nose of Leviathan are volcanic. Every single one of them, volcanic islands, right on the nose of Leviathan there, a breathing dragon. So Drake also means dragon. These are the roughest seas in the world, and nobody likes to sail down here, because it's fucking deadly. And now we've had a 7 earthquake around about here on Leviathan's head. Let's just have another look here. Yeah, right on Leviathan's head here, as we see, as this area sticks out. It's the only area that sticks out on Antarctica, as you can see here. It's just turned round. I don't know how to flip the image round to the right way or the other way. But yeah, I see the protruding region here. There is the protruding region here. The earthquake was right on the end here. It's right on the end, right on Leviathan's head. So yeah, Leviathan is on the move. It would seem. It's absolute. This is Silky's fucking topped herself here. You know what I mean? She come in with some minor. She must have heard us. She's absolutely heard us here. She's fucking. I don't know, a minute. You fucking mock my lack of doom here. I'll fucking whip out Leviathan. I don't think she knows it's Leviathan either. That's the beauty of it. Something is moving beneath the ice, but she doesn't know what it is. We do. It's Leviathan. There he is. There's his big fucking head here. He's pissed off now. The world's gone to shit here. He's pissed off as well. Everyone's pissed off. We're going to wake him up. So let's have a listen to Silky here and fucking the General Doom. I don't think she knows it's Leviathan.
Very big, a magnitude 7 earthquake just hit one of the most isolated fault zones on Earth, guys. It has struck the South Shetland Islands, has nothing to do with the Shetland ponies, just off Antarctica. And even though almost nobody lives there, this is exactly the kind of place that grabs attention of many scientists, especially seismologists, because it sits inside a messy powerful collision zone between two major plates. So this was not some tiny.
That's what they tell. That's what they tell the minions here. But we know it's there's Leviathan. Look at him. Look at him. He's fucking right there with his volcanic nose here. Every fucking island volcanic. It's fucking. Let's zoom in. Zoom into the big head. Yeah, all these islands, every single one volcanic. Well, England owns a few of them. Britain. So yeah, I mean it's mental. Obviously, like it's actually mental, but yeah, there's a weird formation. I mean, it looks like it's smashed through these two islands. You know what I mean? Look, it's smashed through. They might have been connected at one point. Yeah, obviously mental, but again, the weird thing for me is all the nose islands are volcanic, which is a bit weird in it. But you could say coincidence, obviously, but the fucking yeah. I'm just going with Leviathan because it's mental. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna say this is Leviathan. I'm going with Leviathan because it's mental and it's quite funny at the same time. I mean, even look, there's a scraping here where he's moved his big head left to right. He's scraped all the ocean floor here before he settled down for a snooze, and he's been frozen by the ice. But now the ice is melting, folks. Nibiru's possibly coming. It's all doom. It's all the time here. We don't know what the fuck's happening, to be honest. It's bagwash. That's how we can summarize it. It's just bagwash every day of the week. So yeah, Leviathan rearing his massive head, possibly again. I mean, if this continues, I'm gonna keep saying Leviathan's waking up here. You do realise this? This is now a trend. I've now. If there's any more earthquakes in the region, there is always going to be talk now of Leviathan waking up. Just so you know. Yeah, that's now the way of it.
Deep tremor that was hidden far underground either. It was shallow. It was only around 70.
Yeah, that was a great picture of Leviathan, fucking silky. Look at it. There's the nose, the fucking eye, possibly an eye there, maybe another eye over here. All his dragon fiery nose here, smashed through these two islands. Yeah, that's a great picture of Leviathan, silky.
14 kilometers deep. That's roughly 14 miles, which means that it had the potential to move the seafloor and shake hard near the source. And what that means is even more interesting given the.
What it means is there's a massive fucking dragon heading for the South African coast here to alert the Africans, Silky. Alert the fucking who knows when it'll arrive. You know what I mean? These are old photos. When God knows when this was taken. He could be halfway to Africa by now, for all we know. Jesus Christ, Silky, put the alerts up.
Location. So the South Shetland Island sits between the Antarctic Peninsula and the Scotia Sea. It's part of the planet where the crust is being pulled. It's being shifted and it's being broken in different ways.
By Leviathan.
At the same time, all together. So when you see a quake like this, the first question is not just how big was it. The question is,
when are we going to get eaten by Leviathan?
What part of this fractured system just moves or moved? And what does
it was his neck, Silky. He's moving his neck. He's got a stiff neck.
What does that mean for what's happening next? So now the good news at first. As of the latest available information, this earthquake happened in an extremely remote marine region, the South Shetland Islands.
The good news is most people haven't figured out that this is Leviathan. The bad news is this is Leviathan.
Do not have towns or cities that are full of civilians. And you see this on the maps here with the population density that the USGS gives us. So there are research stations and like seasonal or year-round scientific crews, but no permanent like general population. That means the direct damage risk to like large number of people and in structures is dramatically lower than if the exact same quake had hit like Chile, Japan, Indonesia, or the west coast of Canada or the US.
Of course not, Silky. You don't go and park your house near Leviathan here. That would be stupid. You know what I mean? All these researchers might have been eaten, for all we know. I mean, they'll keep that quiet, obviously. Yeah, everybody could have been eaten now by Leviathan. We don't know. We don't know. It's early reports here. All we know is he's moved his neck here. He's been frozen for quite some time there. And he's got a stiff neck, so he's on the move. But it's not absolute doom yet. He had a bit of a twitch. It would seem. Well, we're waiting for the earthquakes. Well, fuck knows, be 8 and 9s when he gets on the move. I would imagine. He's a big motherfucker by the looks of things here. Let's have another gander at the size of this beast here. Let's zoom out for a full. Oh, the clouds have fucked us here. Back in. There he is. He's on the move, as we say. These are all photos. He could be on the halfway to Africa now. South Africa could have been eaten, for all we know. For all we know, these are bagwash times. These are real bagwash times. Anything can happen now. Anything can happen out there.
So when we hear magnitude 7, we always think like collapsed buildings and mass casualties, but here that is very unlikely simply because there's almost nobody there. But that doesn't mean that this earthquake is not interesting. So the real near-term concerns are different, like damage to nearby station infrastructure, dangerous local shaking.
Oh, there's the ice wall. Well, there's a big hole in it now. You can get through. There you go. All you flat earthers. There's a hole in the ice wall. There, get yourself through.
Landslides to like steep icy slopes, and of course the question that everybody asks after.
The question everybody's asking, Silky. Well, no, they're not, to be honest, because they're not on the ball here. This fucking. What we want to know is, when is this motherfucker waking up? That's what we want to know. That's the big question here. And the second big question, well, the big question is Nibru coming? And the second question is Leviathan waking up? We're racking them up here for Silky. Should we maybe even comment? I don't know how to spell Leviathan correctly, to be honest. This fucking... I'll have to Google that before I make the video. So, yeah, there we go. The earthquake on Leviathan's head. And do you want to hear this on the mainstream news? You absolutely want to hear this on the mainstream news. The earthquake on Leviathan's head there. Is he halfway to Africa now? Who knows? They'll never tell us. They'll never tell us. We'll probably get earthquakes all the way along if he's on the move here. So look out for moving earthquakes in this region. I just thought I'd mention it. He's got a stiff neck. He's on the move. He's fucking... This thing's been stabbing into his neck for quite some time by the looks of it. He's probably quite annoyed. So when he wakes up, look the fuck out. All you people down here on the research station, you're all doomed, to be honest. But what the hell? What did you expect? what did you expect when you parked yourself on Leviathan's head there? There we go. So yeah, that's the news. There's been a 7 earthquake down in like Drake's Passage is the actual news, but because we kind of had a look at this and the whole Leviathan crack that came about, I just thought I'd tell you Leviathan's on the move here. Well, he's got a stiff neck anyway. He'll be on the move soon enough. All these research people will be eaten in fucking Argentina. Fucking, we'll get you back for the Falklands, sir. All these islands are British on the nose of Leviathan there. Oh, he'll probably knock the fuck out of the Falklands on the way past, to be honest. The Falklands will be ruined. Argentina will be eaten. So, that's the future, by the looks of it. That's the absolute future here. Bagwash. So, we'll leave it for Silky for now. I'm sure she'll be back with more doom and gloom and fucking... She doesn't even know the extent of this doom and gloom, though, you know what I mean? If only she knew. This would be breaking news. Leviathan is on the move. So there we go. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Don't forget there's a hole in the ice wall for the flat earthers. If you can get yourself through here, see what's on the other side. We'll leave it there. Peace.